What's up everyone, OJ here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about Fire Emblem Three Houses and my hands-on preview time that I did have. For those who don't know, I did get the opportunity to go to Los Angeles in a private demo type of form to play Fire Emblem Three Houses on the Nintendo Switch. Now one of the Treehouse reps played the game for about 40 minutes or so, explaining to me various different aspects of the game, and then I was able to go hands-on in combat for like the last 10 to 15 minutes or so, and I have to say it was a very good time. Once again, shout outs to Nintendo and Golan, the PR company, for inviting me to play the game. I did want to go into three aspects that you guys were asking me to go a little bit more into from the previous video, then also on Twitter and my live streams as well. So let's first talk about the Academy and how the Academy is a little bit different, because a lot of people are equating this game to Persona and thinking that it's going to be like that. Like you sit down, you read a book, and all right, there you go, now your skills go up. Well, not necessarily the same thing. I would say that this goes well above and beyond what Persona does from an academy or school type of standpoint, because this is integral to how you progress in the game. If your students aren't happy, if their social links aren't good, or if their emotions aren't high, they will not progress as far as they could before. Whereas with Persona, you have social links with stuff outside of school, but this is really stuff not only to do with school in terms of how they progress and how they can directly influence combat with the different types of classes that they can be or what they can do with their combat arts. Whereas with Persona, you can really just go in power level and the character will be strong no matter what, and the other students will be really strong. Obviously doing the social stuff, that's important and it really does help out, but at the end of the day, it's not quite as important as the actual means to get stronger and get better. And that's what really separates the Academy and what you do in this game compared to like a Persona game. And if you look at what you do in Fire Emblem Three Houses with the Academy, it's really in depth with how you have to really make sure that you have that good rapport with the student and you listen to what they have to say, and they kind of give their own thoughts and inputs in terms of what they want to do with their own combat abilities and where they want to go, and it gives you nice access to be able to pass the exam or to be able to really level up your character and take advantage of this whole school setting type of thing. So it's a little bit complex at first, but once you get the hang of things, it's actually really cool, and it creates a lot of scenarios that you weren't able to replicate in previous Fire Emblem games, because you have access to so many different types of classes, and now classes can be, in terms of level wise, carried over to a bunch of different ones where you can swap on the fly. So that's actually really cool. Now the next thing that I wanted to get into was the English voice acting. A lot of you guys were saying that you couldn't really hear it too much on my video and you wanted to hear a little bit more of it, so I wanted to play some clips for you guys, which I'm going to do so right here with the English voice acting intact without me talking over it, and to where you guys can hear it.
You must be rather bewildered by the power. However, know that I believe in you. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you.
Aristocrats are fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their crests. Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard. Yes? I'm actually very...
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
Ah, Professor. Geralt was looking. It seems he has got... If he is not in his room, then surely someone has...
Alright, and last but definitely not least, let's go into a little bit more with the battles and kind of what you can do in there and the impressiveness that I've seen from that point. So I did talk a little bit about it in my last 5-minute preview, where I discussed how smooth the animations are and how the textures look and some of the graphics and the battle animations and everything, but I got to go back and look at it once again. Now it looks like to me, based on what I played and what I saw here, this is probably going to be the most in-depth Fire Emblem game in terms of combat wise and what you can do. On top of that, with options, with the battalions, also with combat arts, with the different gambit system and everything that plays a part into that, with the social type of links in there and how you can get boosts from being next to someone that you do like more or whatnot. This is definitely, for me, from what I've seen, is going to be the best playing one. On top of that, you have the more stable, or looks like higher frame rate from what I can see. I don't know the exact details on it, but it just feels a lot smoother, it looks a lot better, it seems like it's animating so much faster once you're into the battles. I don't know the frame rate, once again, it could be 60 frames per second, but do not quote me on that one. But it's definitely quicker paced than what we saw before and smoother in terms of delivery compared to the Nintendo 3DS, and I really wanted to highlight how cool it does look and how the animations in combat really kind of come together when you're doing the combat arts, when you're actually playing the game itself, when you're moving on the map. It's the slickest Fire Emblem game that I have played so far, and it's going to be one of the most in-depth with the gambit system, with the combat arts, with the different animations, with different things that you can do. Now, in my final video, I will go over basically my final thoughts and give you guys some more footage, so give me some feedback in terms of what you guys want to see or what your questions are. I'll talk about it a little bit more in my live streams as well, so make sure you follow me on Twitch when it comes to the live streaming, and we can kind of get this last video in terms of what you guys want to see and what I can actually show, because I didn't get to play everything, but I did get to see the monastery, I did get to see some of the side quests, not really too much. I did get to see a nice bit of battling, so it is going to be pretty cool. I'll probably talk a little bit more about the beast that you can fight in the game as well. So what did you guys think about this when it comes to the video? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.